This is the Tamron 35mm f2.8. The problem that I have with that lens, no, maybe I should say the problem that I have with the A7IV with that lens, when I put the Tamron 35mm, I mean f2.8 on my Sony ZV-E10, the lens focus fine. Of course, this lens autofocusing is kind of loud. If you put a mic on top of your camera while recording and you are on autofocus mode, you will hear that lens when the barrel is moving in and out, even though most focusing are inside that lens because it's a prime lens, we would not see it coming in and out. But of course, you hear the noise of that lens if you are recording with a mic on top of your camera. But however, it's autofocus well. As you can see, the lens is moving fine. And the connection, as you can see on the back of the lens, is also fine. As you can see, the back here is not plastic, it's kind of metal. This is somehow, for a budget lens, a very good lens. I don't know if it is my A7IV, but if you own an A7IV, you put that lens on it, you will get an error message that will tell you to try to turn the autofocusing on your lens. If it does have a button to push, so autofocus can turn on this lens. But if you look at the lens itself, the lens doesn't have any button to push. But that's the error message I've been getting from the A7IV each time I mount the Tamron 35mm f2.8 on my A7IV. I don't know if any of you duplicate the same problem with that lens. The Tamron 35mm f2.8 autofocusing is not possible when using the A7IV. If your camera is set up to autofocus on your menu, automatically you put that 35mm lens Tamron on it, it will turn it to manual focus. And when you push your autofocus button to turn it back on, it will tell you, check the body of your lens to see if you have a button to turn autofocusing on that lens, because it do not recognize it. And as you can see, the Tamron 35mm f2.8 is an autofocus lens. It is got the connections are right here on the bottom. It works well with the Sony ZV-E10. Beside loud, but beside the lens is loud while autofocusing, the lens perform well. So I'm checking to see if anybody out there get the same result from the Tamron lens, or if there's any other thing that I gotta do to make sure the lens can autofocus with the A7IV. If you have a solution for this problem, Tamron 35mm f2.8, please let me know. And of course, I'm doing that video because I got interest in buying the Tamron 17mm 17 to 28 f2.8 to put on my A7IV, because that lens 17 to 28mm f2.8 is one of the best budget lens you can put on a full frame Sony camera at this time. If you duplicate that problem, if you own a Tamron 17 to 28 and it works with your Sony A7IV, also let me know, so I can go ahead and order that lens, because I'm looking to buy it. But if it's not gonna be autofocusing, there's no reason to buy it and put it on my Sony A7IV, because this camera autofocus are great. Leave your comment down below. Let me know if you have that problem, if you own the Tamron 17 to 28 f2.8 and it works with your A7IV, and if you own a Tamron lens 35mm f2.8 and you can duplicate the autofocusing problem with the Sony A7IV, I will be happy if you let me know how you resolve that problem. Thank you for watching. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, we would love for you to subscribe. We'd love to have you as a subscriber. And as always, I will catch you on the next video.